What we've got here is a Golden Eagle. This is a fogger, and it's basically a pulse jet, and you know, it sprays out the whatever formulation you put in, and it runs on gasoline. Put gasoline in here, and then whatever you're gonna fog in here, your fogging solution. And I bought this at a not a thrift store, a pawn shop. I just happened to go in and take a look, and they had it on their clearance rack, and it was marked as is. You can see it's missing the back panel here. You know, don't know what happened to it. It had this bag. This is the cord. You could also have a battery in it and have it run off a battery. There's not a battery in it, so you just run it off a cigarette lighter. And then in here there was this diaphragm for the carburetor, kind of a messed up one, so I figured it needed work. I did look over it, and I didn't see any parts missing, and brought it home, and it worked. There was nothing wrong with it. But last time I went to use it, the little primer bulb broke, and this thing will not start without you know, priming it. So you know, of course it wouldn't start. I couldn't get a good, you know, I tried to get a seal, you know, seal up the crack with my thumb, and it just would not start. So picked up these on Amazon. They looked right. I don't know if they are right. I mean, because what do you look up to? I guess you could reach out to them and find, to the manufacturer, and find it, but you know, they're not buying primer bulbs. So this is just for a Walbro chainsaw, I guess. And I just looked up primer bulbs on Amazon and found one that looked right, so hopefully it's right. So I'm gonna set y'all up in the tripod. We'll take this off. I've got miscellaneous. This is kind of like where I put on my fuel line. If we need to replace fuel line on it, I don't know if we'll get those off without breaking them. So if we need to replace some fuel line, hopefully we've got the right size and we can do it. So let me set y'all up, and we'll start taking this thing off. So brought a screwdriver out here. I don't know, we probably have to hold the nut on the back side. Yeah, it does have a nut. Just hold it with my fingers. And then we'll pull this out. We'll put the nut back on it so we don't lose it. And do the same thing for the upper one. That should get it where it'll push out. And before we go to all the trouble of getting the fuel lines off, let's just see if this one fits back in the hole. And it does. Everything lines up. So this does appear to be the right one for it. So we need to pull this out, and it looks like it's got a little, turn you off, I can see now. Now I can't see. All right, can y'all still see? If I can see, y'all can't see. So we've got there's a little thing in here that's got the fuel lines. Let's see if we can get this thing undone. Get the fuel lines out of here. These fuel lines still feel pretty flexible, so they may be okay. Just if we can get them off of the primer bulb. room to work in here. I need to try to get this out of here. There we go. So that one came off the long side. Let's remember that. Long side right here. And then this one was on the short side. It actually was easier than I thought it would be. So. And we'll do a video, see if we can get this thing started. Yeah, I know my hands are probably in the way. I can't really get to the top one very well, so we're gonna go ahead and start the bottom one. It's easier to get to. Let's see if we can get the top one. Yeah, it's nice on that fuel line that it survived, because it's kind of tight in there. Alright. And make sure it's still on there. It is. Make sure it doesn't need to push on there any further. It does not. Alright, so it's on there. The rest of the fuel lines I think are fine. So we're going to leave all that stuff alone. Yeah, it all looks good. What we probably need to do is put some fresh gas in it. I don't know how much it's got in it, but it's probably not very good. It does not smell good. So I'm gonna get a can and pour this old stuff in. I've got an old gas can. I pour up all the old stuff in. I'm gonna go pour that up and we'll put some fresh gas in it.